Alright, he just signaled forward. Alright, he just signaled forward. Fort Harrison, right at the split.
What started as a drug deal inside a motel exploded into a carjacking only moments later. After stealing marijuana, cash, and the victim's Chevrolet Malibu, Kenneth Lunford tore out of the parking lot, crashing into several vehicles before disappearing.
He's coming to carjack a Corvette. Black male, blue shirt, blue jeans. Can you get up there? That car just set off. He's back.
The pursuit quickly spiraled out of control. Lunford ran red lights, drove the wrong way, and narrowly missed several motorcyclists and pedestrians.
Train path. Just signal forward in front of Krabby Bill's 4th Avenue. Out of the car, running southbound. He's trying to carjack another Mustang, a black Mustang. Alright, he just carjacked this Mustang, taking off in a black convertible Mustang, southbound on Gulf Boulevard.
He abandoned the Malibu, carjacked a black Mustang, and continued the escape. Even on shredded tires, he refused to surrender.
Signal forward. That tire's gone.
We're in a tough spot. I can't get a pin. We're headed down by JD's Tavern now.
Eagle, I'll call for you. 2nd Avenue. Going the wrong way on the one-way street on 1st Street. He's fishtailing. He doesn't have that tire.
10-4.
Yeah, there's a deputy behind us.
Right.
Still southbound. He's all over the road. Alright, just hit the Marine unit. Now he's fishtailing. He's continuing southbound. Alright, he just signaled forward. He's all over the place. He's hitting the fence. He's in the building. Driving to the east. He's around the back now, driving north. Alright, just hit the fence. Going through another fence, the next property to the north.
The escape finally unraveled after the Mustang crashed through fences near the shoreline. Lunford fled into a mangrove swamp and tried swimming away, but deputies closed in from land, air, and water before pulling him onto a patrol boat in handcuffs.
Get EMS rolling for the wreck. I know there's some... Alright, we've got deputies challenging from the dock.
Hey, get on the... Hey, let me see your hand! Let me see your hand!
Investigators later recovered large amounts of marijuana, THC oil, and other evidence from his motel room. Lunford eventually pleaded guilty to multiple felony charges and received a prison sentence of up to 14 years.
Done? Let me see your hand!
Put it behind his back. Them goes back.
Give me the freaking keys! There, got it.
There he is.
A traffic stop targeting a fugitive wanted for assault with a deadly weapon quickly spiraled out of control. Jaime Vendel, 43, accelerated away and crashed into another vehicle, leaving his own car disabled.
Verify, I believe he's carjacked Beasley. He's wanted for carjacking.
DJ Confrontation is now west on their leading.
Oh, I don't know. The driver's reaching down into the front passenger compartment, northbound Rampage past Temple. Fine. So 4 total and a supervisor. Entering the 10128 northbound. 285, we're clear here in the pursuit.
This is confident is found by 291 from Alvaranga. This is a unit of the pursuit. Subject is considered armed and dangerous because of black.
Still carrying a handgun, Vendel jumped out, carjacked a nearby vehicle, and sped away. Minutes later, he crashed again near 3rd Street and Union Avenue before abandoning the stolen car and running with the firearm still in his hand.
Vehicle?
Alright, well you go PD, we're going southbound, Union, first.
Back up, man! Get out! Get out!
Go down! Let me see your hand!
Get out of the car! Let me see your hand! Get out of the car! Let your hands! Let me see your hands! Put your hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
Hands up! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Fire! Ceasefire! Come on, foot pursuit! Off it! Ceasefire! Fire! Come on, foot pursuit!
Gun in hand! Gun in hand!
Get on the floor!
The chase continued into a gated apartment complex where officers were forced into 2 separate shootings. Vendel was taken into custody and a loaded semi-automatic handgun was recovered at the scene. No officers or bystanders were injured, despite a pursuit that escalated into 2 crashes, a carjacking and 2 armed confrontations. A call reporting a family altercation quickly escalated into an armed confrontation. When officers arrived, 26-year-old Jesus Estrada Leon was holding a large knife and was allegedly trying to carjack a relative.
Sit on the curb now! Sit on the curb now! Get out of the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle! I'm not going to tell you again, get out of the vehicle, sir!
Officers spent several minutes trying to calm Leon and persuade him to drop the knife. Instead, his behavior grew increasingly aggressive, pushing the situation closer to a violent ending.
Watch out for this guy. Get out, get up, get on the ground, no! Get on the ground! 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 Hey, go with. Come over here, dog.
I got beanbag.
Copy. Go with.
Señor! Señor! Bájala! Beanbag! Beanbag!
Drop!
2 less lethal beanbag rounds were fired in an effort to stop his advance. When Leon continued moving toward another group of officers, they opened fire to end the immediate threat.
Bájala! Beanbag! 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 Beanbag!
Leon was transported to a local hospital where he later died from his injuries. What could have ended with a conversation instead became a tragedy that forever changed an entire family. A traffic stop lasted only a few seconds before a red 4-wheeler broke away. Leading Arkansas State Police somewhere patrol cars were never meant to go.
Oh, he just stood off on me. We're going north now. Tattoos on his face. Word.
The pursuit left the highway for quiet country roads, then cut across front yards, open fields, and dirt trails. Every turn pulled the chase farther from civilization, with the 4-wheeler treating fences, grass, and backyards as part of the same road.
By the favorite liquor store, 45 right now. Fairhaven Road on the right. Ain't going through the woods.
Moments later, both vehicles splashed through a creek and disappeared beneath the trees. The chase continued across rough forest ground, weaving between brush and timber until the dense woods finally swallowed the rider from view. Sometimes the forest becomes the perfect hiding place. It brought the pursuit to an unfinished ending instead of an arrest. A crooked license plate and missing safety equipment looked like a routine traffic stop. Seconds later, a blue sport bike took off, turning an ordinary patrol into a chase across Fort Smith.
It's 88. Our correction straight on Midland. I bumped him in the intersection. Alright, put it up to 6. 36. Alright, he's in the ditch. And he's passing on a pig. North 6, from north and north.
Back on this.
The rider blasted through intersections, ignored red lights, and pushed speeds to 120 miles per hour. At one point, the motorcycle clipped a patrol car, yet somehow stayed upright, only to disappear toward downtown as Trooper Robert Rome kept the pressure on.
Headed back to Wheeler. We're in a parking lot here. Still behind the jail. Going back towards Wheeler. Red light.
Coming up together.
The chase shifted moments later when 2 additional patrol units joined in. With 3 cruisers closing in from different directions, every escape route disappeared, and the rider was finally forced to stop.
Get out! Hey, get down!
During a search, officers found marijuana. The rider also lacked a motorcycle endorsement, and the bike was missing required equipment. After more than 120 miles per hour and miles of fleeing, it wasn't speed that ended the pursuit. It was the moment there was simply nowhere left to go.
He doesn't really know English.
Rush hour was already crowded enough. Then a blue sport bike without a license plate ripped through traffic at more than 130 miles per hour, turning Interstate 40 into a racetrack. The motorcycle split lanes, blasted down the shoulders, and eventually topped 140 miles per hour as traffic briefly opened up. Even after crossing 4 lanes at the last second to reach Interstate 430, the rider refused to slow down. The pursuit finally ended when Trooper Cavanis forced the bike into the grass, sending it crashing. After a brief struggle, 23-year-old Donovan Cox was taken into custody. A search of his backpack uncovered a blue handgun and an extra magazine. Notably, Cox already had 12 points on his driver's license and worked as a legal analyst for the Arkansas Department of Human Services. In the end, the man who knew the law found himself on the other side of it. Cox was charged with felony fleeing, reckless driving, excessive speeding, and multiple traffic violations. He was also charged with driving without tags or insurance and operating a motorcycle without the proper endorsement. 92 miles per hour was enough to catch the attention of the Arkansas State Police. But instead of slowing down, the rider twisted the throttle to 122 miles per hour. In a 45 miles per hour zone, what began as a speeding violation quickly turned into a high-speed pursuit. The motorcycle maintained speeds above 100 miles per hour, weaving through traffic like water slipping through every opening. Despite repeated commands to stop, the rider remained determined to escape. The pursuit ended near Southside B Branch School, where the motorcycle finally rolled to a stop without crashing. Gary Ray White Jr. was taken into custody without further incident. White was later identified as a parolee. A pursuit that lasted only a few minutes may end up following him for much longer inside the justice system. Chambly police spotted a stolen Dodge Ram pulling into a gas station. The moment the driver noticed the patrol car, he tried to flee, turning a routine stop into a failed escape. Instead of an open road, the suspect drove into a trap. Three additional patrol cars quickly moved into position, closing in like a gate, locking from every direction and leaving the stolen truck with nowhere to go.
Get out! Okay, I'm coming. Okay. I'm coming. I lay down. I'm not doing nothing, bro. Give me your hand.
The driver was taken into custody without further incident. A search of the truck uncovered a firearm, adding to the growing list of charges. The suspect was booked into the DeKalb County Jail on charges of criminal damage to property, fleeing or attempting to elude police, and unlawful possession of a pistol. He also faces charges of possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony and theft by receiving stolen property. Johnny Santiago's mother called police from New York after hearing an argument between Santiago and his father over the phone. By the next afternoon, officers located the Ford F-150 Santiago was known to drive.
Shots fired, Lake! Shots fired!
I'm in the traffic in the other lane, crossing back over, headed toward downtown.
Lake, Eagle 1, be quiet, hold on. Lake, shots fired. He shot at me again by the cemetery.
That's the PD now. Holding the traffic about behind the cemetery.
The pursuit escalated into a gunfight after Santiago opened fire from inside the pickup truck. The Ford slammed into the wall of a synagogue, but the exchange of gunfire continued until officers finally secured the scene.
Signal 4.
on, get medics! You're good. Get medics, go on!
Santiago was injured and taken to a hospital in stable condition. He later faced charges of attempted murder of a police officer and shooting from a moving vehicle. He was also accused of aggravated fleeing from law enforcement while the investigation remained ongoing.
13 from 81.
A stolen Dodge Ram was already being chased through Detroit when reports came over the radio that gunfire was coming from inside the truck. Within seconds, a vehicle pursuit became a situation where every officer knew the level of danger had just changed.
Right now, I'm stuck.
Coming up to Southfield eastbound.
5-5's in it as well. I can call it for you if you want.
Yeah. Go ahead. Trooper 2's calling it over.
Michigan State Police joined the chase as the pickup raced across freeways and city streets. Every attempt to disappear only drew more patrol units into position, until the truck found itself surrounded by far more than flashing lights.
Exit and outer. Northbound exit and outer. Dude. So don't get too close. Watch out for that crossfire. Slowing up. It's going to be moving back around westbound outer drive. Watch yourself.
Almost.
What time's the bid unsuccessful? What street? Coming back. You're out of driving Starfield? Yep, we're coming up to outer drive. You'll be taking northbound service drive from outer, northbound service drive from outer. Still blacked out? What's the description of the car? Black Ram. Coming to the Jaime ramp right now. Northbound Southfield from outer, northbound Southfield from outer.
Hold on.
The pursuit ended after troopers forced the Dodge to a stop. But the truck wasn't the finish line. All three suspects jumped out and tried to escape on foot, sending officers into one final chase.
Long gun in his hand, running. Passenger out, they're both.
All three were taken into custody. Investigators recovered an AR-15 from inside the truck, while a K-9 later located a second firearm hidden beneath a nearby tree. Authorities also confirmed the suspected driver was wanted in connection with a double homicide. Which moment changed the entire course of this pursuit? The gunfire, the foot chase, or the discovery of the weapons? A stolen vehicle alert had barely gone out before the suspect was spotted again in the Camp Creek area. The driver didn't wait for a traffic stop to begin. The decision to flee came first.
713 Lane Hold 10-3. I got a stolen tag on the Malibu Club 1080. It's great Chevy Malibu. Go ahead. Tag is going to be Victor, Hero, Sam, John, Tom. I didn't New Jersey, bro. Over here by Target and the marketplace. Stand by. You almost lose.
Parking lots became shortcuts. Stop signs became suggestions, and Interstate 285 became the next escape route. Every turn kept the chase alive, but it also brought the pursuit closer to its ending.
Shelby went up to Lowe's off of Commerce parking lot.
In the Lowe's parking lot. There you know, you take one out, get them all call it. We're back to the Lowe's one more time, guys. There you like it. Alright, 114 second, dude. Eastbound Cat Creek, coming up 285. Hold on.
I can't get it.
Eastbound Cat Creek, coming up 285. 285 southbound. Mile box truck. On the left shoulder, drive right. 35 left.
Getting off on Washington Road, getting off on Washington Road.
Getting a lot of...
Oh, okay, 1050, he just moved 2 tires. Stand by.
Flat tires, big flat tires. Look at what's wrong.
That ending arrived after the suspect lost control while leaving the interstate. A pit maneuver brought the vehicle to a stop, but the driver still had one last idea: running. The first taser deployment wasn't enough. The second ended the foot pursuit. Marquius Tarek Beasley was arrested, and investigators later confirmed he was driving on a cancelled license while already being wanted on multiple warrants. A Northport officer attempted to stop a red pickup truck driving recklessly through a neighborhood. Instead of stopping, 25-year-old Colton fled, triggering a pursuit across Sarasota County.
Should be a simple stop, will quickly spiral into a multi-agency pursuit that will leave shocking damage in its wake.
Traffic 30 north, traffic 31 northward. That's one pit, but he just signaled forward.
Colton ran red lights, drove into oncoming traffic, and cut through construction zones while officers attempted multiple pit maneuvers. Air 1 later relocated the truck after it briefly escaped pursuing units.
It's going to be a maroon truck, no badge. Nine.
Watch Mary, units better not pass River Road 66.
Off at your left at that intersection. Go ahead,
He's coming right through that intersection. North South Pompano, passes your. And 4 Williamson's behind him. And Jacaranda and Park Man. Northbound 10 Road. Just keep the units south because he's at Hialeah now. Looks like he's going to come back out on Alligator from Hialeah. Hey, Bob, I'll let you know if he comes down.
During the chase, Colton crashed into a patrol vehicle, causing it to roll over. The sergeant inside survived with minor injuries, even with destroyed tires and sparks flying from the truck.
I'm here. Yeah. I'm strapped in. Hold on.
Give air the unit. Take a left and go to the north side. You can box him in. That unit that just turned left, he's coming right at you on the north side of that plaza. Coming right at you.
Going through the grass. Starting to throw sparks. Looks like tires are starting to disintegrate. Looks like 2 left side tires are flat. Lost the tire, he's losing it.
The pursuit ended after the truck crashed near an apartment complex and Colton fled on foot. Officers quickly arrested both Colton and the passenger nearby.
Units at apartment complex west of the scene. We need to start getting units in that apartment complex.
South of the apartment.
One passenger still in the car, gunpoint.
You got him? 10-12, 10-12. One in custody.
Any unit on scene, do we have any outstanding?
Investigators later recovered an AR-style rifle inside the truck, which Colton was prohibited from possessing. He now faces multiple felony charges related to fleeing police and illegal firearm possession. Additional charges include reckless driving, driving under the influence, and refusing chemical testing.
Making contact with
Shoot shit! Do it now! Crossfire! Shoot shit! Watch out, watch out!
A gunpoint carjacking quickly turned tense after a suspect allegedly stole a woman's vehicle and fled the scene. What he didn't realize was that an Apple AirTag inside the car allowed law enforcement to track the vehicle in real time.
We're going westbound 320 south.
He's wearing red, looks like he had a hat, maybe a white rag underneath.
County, he hit the side mirror of the car at the intersection of First Ave.
Randy Fawato Tipa, 26, accelerated into a multi-city pursuit at speeds nearing 100 miles per hour. The vehicle repeatedly weaved through heavy traffic, forcing nearby drivers to avoid collisions at the last second. The pursuit ended after officers forced the vehicle to stop on the highway. UT, just as the situation appeared under control, Tipa fled on foot before being quickly taken into custody after a short chase.
Get blocked in.
Give us your head!
Stand up!
Only seconds after the arrest, the stolen vehicle suddenly burst into flames. The fire quickly spread to nearby patrol units, while a woman inside the vehicle was pulled to safety. Tipa now faces multiple serious charges, including robbery, unlawful possession of a firearm, identity theft, and attempting to elude police. An Arkansas State Police trooper activated his lights to stop, a Dodge Durango RT showing suspicious behavior. But within seconds, the SUV suddenly accelerated, blasting past traffic and triggering a tense high-speed pursuit. The Durango repeatedly changed lanes at high speed, forcing nearby drivers to swerve out of the way at the last moment. Every time officers closed in to attempt an intervention, the female driver suddenly accelerated again. She squeezed through narrow gaps and continued fleeing, as if trying to break through the containment. The pursuit quickly became a major danger along the highway, with multiple near collisions unfolding in rapid succession. Units coordinated tightly and waited for the right moment to deploy tactical measures before the situation spiraled further out of control. The pursuit finally ended when officers successfully executed a tactical intervention. The Durango lost stability and came to a stop on the highway.
Show me your hands! Get your hands up now! Do it now! Open the door! Open the door!
Watch them. Make sure their hands are up.
Open the door!
Wait, now! It was gonna kill me!
The female driver was taken into custody at the scene, bringing the dangerous chase to an end without further injuries.
advise, he has a flat tire.
A stolen vehicle investigation escalated after LAPD officers located a white Dodge pickup linked to an armed suspect, Mario Alvaranga. When officers attempted a high-risk stop, the driver accelerated away, triggering a pursuit. The chase ended after Alvaranga crashed into a parked vehicle near East Pico Boulevard. He immediately ran into an occupied shipping facility, drawing officers into a foot pursuit.
Hey, get on the ground! Hey, Sasha, get on the ground! Get on the ground right now! Get on the ground right now! You're gonna get shot! Put your hand! Put your hand! You're gonna get shot! Put your hand! Put your hand!
Inside the building, Alvaranga suddenly pulled out a handgun and racked the slide while facing officers. An officer-involved shooting followed, and Alvaranga was struck, dropped the weapon, and was taken into custody.
I got you. If you want to holster up, I got you. Right here, right here. There it is. Don't reach. Holster up, you're gonna be arrested.
Police recovered the victim's Sig Sauer P.365 handgun at the scene. Alvaranga was later booked on charges including assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer, felony evading, and possession of a stolen vehicle.
Hey, lay him on his side. Alright, you gotta go back to your side, dude. It's gonna be the best optimal position. You don't watch it.
An arrest operation turned into a gunfight within seconds. Detectives tracked down murder suspect Mikil Williams, but instead of surrendering, Williams stepped out of his vehicle and opened fire.
Hands up! Back up, back up, back up, back up!
Officers returned fire, striking Williams in the hip and bringing the exchange of gunfire to a quick end. Both men survived and were taken for medical treatment. Williams had already been indicted in a separate murder case and remained in custody on a $1 million bond. A report of a stolen Toyota Camry quickly turned into a dangerous pursuit after the driver refused to stop for officers. Instead of pulling over, the suspect accelerated away, turning a stolen car into a growing threat.
Watch out!
Stop the car!
Turn around and get your car and drive away.
The pursuit reached its most dangerous moment. In the Huntley Square parking lot, the driver suddenly reversed, then lunged forward, striking a police sergeant and carrying him on the hood, forcing the sergeant to fire several rounds.
Get out of the car! Watch out! Watch crossfire!
Even after being shot, the driver kept going, crashed head-on into two other vehicles, and was finally taken into custody. She was later identified as 32-year-old Holly Lynn Graham. Graham was transported to the hospital in critical condition. The incident left many wondering what drove her to keep fleeing, even as every decision pushed the situation further toward tragedy.
Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
A red Chevrolet Colorado tore through a Cracker Barrel parking lot, jumped a curb, and sped onto Highway 7 South after refusing to stop for police. As the chase intensified, the Arkansas State Police moved in and took over the pursuit. The truck blasted through a 35 miles per hour zone at more than 90 miles per hour, turning busy city streets into a moving hazard. Trooper Wooten seized an opening and executed a TVI, sending the truck spinning into a bank parking lot where it slammed into a business sign, but the driver still refused to surrender. A second TVI spun the truck around again before troopers boxed it in from two sides, leaving nowhere left to run. The driver was identified as Zachary Crabtree and was taken into custody without further incident. He was charged with theft by receiving, criminal mischief, and felony fleeing. What began as a routine traffic stop quickly turned into a high-risk pursuit after a motorcyclist refused to pull over. Instead of ending on the roadside, the stop became a determined effort to capture a fugitive who had no intention of surrendering.
68 priority. He's in our tip shift right now.
Good, John. I'm trying to get boxed in there.
Copy, just be advised you are approaching a dead end on Moorish there.
The rider repeatedly tried to outrun pursuing deputies, but every mile only tightened the net. The chase finally came to an end when the suspect was safely taken into custody. Investigators later identified the motorcyclist as a fugitive wanted in multiple states. The pursuit not only ended another attempt to evade arrest, but also brought a long run from the law to an end. Monroe County deputies responded to a domestic violence call after a man allegedly assaulted his ex-girlfriend inside her home. The situation escalated within moments as the suspect attacked a sergeant, stole a patrol vehicle with a patrol rifle inside, and sped away.
He just stole my patrol car. He stole my patrol car, Central.
Copy.
Get out.
The escape did not end there. Lopez abandoned the patrol vehicle and carjacked another vehicle to reach US Highway 1. The pursuit continued along the highway, with speeds approaching 100 miles per hour.
I'm about the 104. Traffic is very heavy, but I'm set up. Go, get the f*** out, go! Jesus Christ.
He's about 100 miles an hour on the shore.
The chase ended after the stolen vehicle lost control and rolled over. Deputies quickly surrounded the scene and repeatedly ordered Lopez to surrender, but received no response. The woman and her children escaped the home safely, and no deputies suffered serious injuries.
Hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
Jonathan, get back! Get back!
Show me your hands right now! Here's your hands! Show me your hands right now, driver! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
Slow down. Someone needs to open up back door.
I got you.
All right.
You guys want me to get this here?
I ain't getting it open.
Getting open.
I'm going. I'm taking mine out.
Sorry.
Go, take it out.
There's some.
Get on the other side. Hey, break it on the other side where the body's at.
Grab it, Johnny. I got it. Here.
I got you. Break the glass. Break the glass.
What?
Look out.
Get the hands. Hands.
Look out.
Relax. Get out of the car.
Right.
Get out of the car.
Yes. Come on.
Get out of the car.
Okay. Stay on the ground.
Lopez later faced more than a dozen charges, including attempted murder, domestic battery by strangulation, theft of a patrol vehicle, carjacking, and fleeing from law enforcement. Additional charges included resisting an officer, impersonating a law enforcement officer, unlawful possession of a firearm and ammunition, and driving with a suspended license. A pursuit that began with the Concord Police Department quickly escalated after the driver of a dark gray Nissan Kicks refused to stop. As the chase stretched on, the Arkansas State Police moved in to take the lead. The SUV raced along narrow rural roads at high speed, weaving through traffic and turning every curve into another risk. Trooper Jeremy Connor accelerated past 100 miles per hour to close the distance. When the road ahead finally cleared, Connor executed a pit maneuver at nearly 90 miles per hour, sending the Nissan spinning off the roadway and ending the pursuit. The driver, Jonathan Tyler Smith, was arrested on multiple charges, including fleeing, reckless driving, possession of methamphetamine, and Schedule 6 drugs with intent to deliver. He also faced charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, driving on a suspended license, fictitious tags, and expired registration. Additional charges included possession of an open container of alcohol. Bond was set at $150,000.
Hands up! What's going on? Hands up! I want to get hit.
Well, stop! 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 Hands in your pockets, Basaf! You're gonna get bit by the dog! You're gonna get bit by the dog, dude!
Clark County deputies were searching for 2 suspects linked to an armed carjacking. Before deputies could catch up, the pair had already tried to steal another vehicle, turning one crime into another.
I do not have a shot! Yeah. You're gonna get bit by the dog, dude! You're gonna get bit by the dog! That's a gun.
The stolen van led deputies to an American Legion building in Salmon Creek. It looked like the search was finally over, but the bathroom door had one more surprise waiting behind it.
Fast, fast, fast! Fast, 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 fast! Fast, fast! Here! 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 Knox! Here! 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 Here!
Benjamin Woods stepped out holding what appeared to be a handgun pointed directly at deputies.
Dude, you're gonna get shot!
Decisions that usually take minutes suddenly had to be made in seconds. Deputies opened fire and Woods collapsed just outside the restroom. Deputies recovered a revolver and immediately began providing medical aid, but Woods later died at the scene. The female suspect was not located and remained outstanding. At what moment do you think this incident became impossible to resolve peacefully?
Sir, do not move. Do you understand?
66-year-old Jeffrey Roberts drove to his brother's home in North Ogden, Utah. What looked like an ordinary family visit lasted only a few seconds. After a brief conversation at the front door, Roberts suddenly pulled out a handgun and shot his brother. He then entered the home and shot his sister-in-law, who survived the attack. As neighbors called 911, Roberts was seen moving in and out of the house carrying additional weapons and ammunition. Investigators later determined he had also started a fire inside the home using road flares. When officers arrived, Roberts opened fire from the property. Armed with a handgun, a shotgun, and dozens of loaded magazines, he continued firing as he ran toward the street.
Ceasefire! 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 Ceasefire!
Officers returned fire and Roberts was transported to a hospital where he later did not survive. No officers or nearby residents were seriously injured during the exchange.
It's fire!
The most dangerous moment isn't always the first shot. It's the moment when there's no longer a way to stop what's already in motion. A conversation turned into a confrontation, and once weapons took over, there was almost no turning back. An Arkansas state trooper attempted to stop a gray Kia after watching it pass vehicles across a double yellow line. The driver had other plans and accelerated away, turning a reckless driving stop into a pursuit. The Kia continued weaving through traffic until an opening finally gave troopers the chance to perform a TVI. But the first hit wasn't enough. The driver fought to regain control, forcing troopers to keep pushing until the car finally left the roadway. The pursuit ended with both occupants taken into custody, but the investigation was only getting started. Officers recovered suspected methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, and multiple used syringes from inside the vehicle. The female passenger also admitted to concealing additional methamphetamine on her person. The pursuit also left an uninvolved SUV caught in the middle after being sideswiped during the intervention. The driver was taken to a nearby hospital, while both suspects were booked on multiple felony drug and fleeing charges. An Arkansas state trooper attempted to stop a gray Mercedes for a traffic violation on Interstate 40. The driver pulled over, but only long enough to make officers think the stop was over. The moment the trooper stepped out, the Mercedes took off. Speeds climbed past 130 miles per hour as the driver raced along the shoulder, cut through traffic, and eventually crossed into oncoming lanes. Every mile bought more distance but fewer ways out.
We're going back westbound. Try to see if North Litter can get spikes set up ahead of us. Civil.
The first pursuit ended when the Mercedes disappeared from sight. It didn't stay that way for long. Another trooper located the car a short time later, and the chase picked up right where it had left off. A successful pit maneuver brought the pursuit to an end. Dominic Copenhaver was taken into custody and later charged with multiple felony offenses. Investigators also confirmed he was wanted in Maryland and had a lengthy criminal history in several states. A Ford Ranger traveling 90 miles per hour on Interstate 75 briefly looked like it was about to pull over. That hesitation lasted only a moment before the pickup surged forward, turning a speeding stop into a pursuit. The driver tried to escape at the next exit, but a tractor-trailer blocked the ramp and forced the Ranger back onto the interstate. Sometimes the road closes one door just long enough for another one to open. With traffic still light and a construction zone approaching ahead, a Georgia state trooper decided not to let the chase continue any farther. A pit maneuver sent the pickup rolling down an embankment, where it came to rest on its side. Joseph Silas was pulled from the wreck and admitted he had been drinking. He later agreed to a blood test before facing DUI and multiple additional charges. Kentucky State Police located a vehicle connected to a homicide investigation that had begun hours earlier in Dalton, Georgia. The driver refused to stop, turning a multi-state search into a high-speed pursuit.
May I get 19220?
The chase quickly climbed beyond 130 miles per hour as troopers tried to keep the suspect in sight. The faster the vehicle pulled away, the less room there was for mistakes, and everyone on the highway became part of the risk. The pursuit ended when the suspect lost control and collided with an oncoming tractor trailer. By the time first responders reached the wreckage, there was nowhere left to run. Investigators later confirmed the driver did not survive the crash. The pursuit ultimately tied together a homicide investigation, a stolen vehicle, and a search that had crossed state lines in just a few hours.
It was suicide.